Alright class, today we're going to be talking about conditional statements. Basically what a conditional statement is that if something happens, then this will happen. If you eat your vegetables, then you'll get ice cream. Stuff like that. You guys have probably been hearing that all your lives to get, your parents probably trying to get you to do something. They say, well, if you do this, then you can do that. So let's look at the first couple. It says if you take notes in class, then you will understand how to do your homework. So that's one. If you understand how to do your homework, then you will do well on the quiz. If you do well on the quiz, then you will pass the class. And if you pass the class, then you will take Algebra 2 next year. Real fast, these are all conditional statements. And like I said, it can be written in the form of if, then. I'm just using arrows to show that the first one's if and then the second one is then. Or simply P goes to Q. We just use P is the, well, I'll tell you what that is in a second. P represents the hypothesis. And Q represents, sorry about that, Q represents the conclusion. Notice that the words if and then are not included in either. So if we look up there, it says read through the statements above, which we just did, underline the hypothesis, and circle the conclusion. So let's look at the first statement. If you take notes in class, then you will understand how to do your homework. Again, the thing following the if is the hypothesis, so it would be this. The hypothesis would be you take notes in class, then, and then it's the conclusion. You will understand how to do your homework. Okay, why don't you guys try the other two real fast? Just take a second to write, underline the next one and circle. And then you can follow along with what I'm doing. It shouldn't be that difficult. You guys should be able to just circle the conclusion. Again, do not include the if or then. That's the key. And finally, you pass the class, would be the hypothesis. You will algebra next year. Okay, so that's if they're given to you in really nice form. They're given to you in if-then form. Sometimes we have statements that are not given to us in if-then form, and we have to come up with a way to do that. So we have to do that and use proper English. So what I'm going to do again, I'm going to do like one of these or two of these for each section on your notes, and then you guys will be able to work on the rest as a group work type thing. The sub will have your answers with that, so you can then double check. I have enough for I think one or two each group. So let's just do probably one or two examples in each section, and then you guys can be off and working. There are also 2 sets of book pages. Now you can use your book tonight for homework. It is book work, but if you forgot your book today, each group gets 2 sets of book pages, so you guys can share and do the book homework after you're done with this. Alright, so rewrite each statement in if-then form. Underline the hypothesis and circle the conclusion. Now, a car has 4 wheels. A lot of people like to say if a car has 4 wheels, and then they don't know what to write afterwards because they've used all the information. You have to break it down even more basic than that. If you have a car, then it has 4 wheels. So that's how you turn a sentence into a statement into an if-then. So, you start with the first piece of information, which is just car, and the second piece is 4 wheels. So if you have a car, or if it is a car, something like that, then it has 4 wheels. Okay? So based off of that, and we have to underline our hypothesis, which would just be you have a car, and our conclusion would be it has 4 wheels. Now, again, I want you guys to try these 3 on your own. You don't have to do them yet though, because let's flip the page. Let's look at the other side. But once we're done with this video, you guys will come back and try 2, 3, 4 together as a group, as your groups, and go from there. Alright, here's some to try on your own. Again, this is kind of something that, again, it's kind of a review, so I'll do one more of these. underline the hypothesis and circle the conclusion. Notice how these are all in if-then form, so this should be really easy. After the if is the hypothesis, after the then is the conclusion. Okay, I'm just going to put that on there. And put that on there so you know which one's which. Okay, so you guys should be able to do that then. That's all you have to do for those. Alright, this one here, again, rewrite each statement in if-then form. Alright, I'll do one of these too. Let's do number 7. That looks pretty easy, so I'll do the easy one. If you are a runner, because it says runners drink Gatorade. So a conditional statement I can write is if you are a runner, then, actually let's keep color coding it, then you will drink Gatorade. And then underline the hypothesis, everything after the you, circle the conclusion, everything after the if for hypothesis, everything after the then for the conclusion. Okay, so you guys should have enough material now to try to come up with statements. It's not always easy to doing like these, rewriting them, but I need you guys to complete 5, 6, and 8 for that section. 2, 3, and 4, that should take you like 2 seconds. And then also try, I left some of these examples alone too. I'll do one more of these because I think this could be challenging. Let's do number 3. The midpoint M of a segment bisects the segment. So, what you can write for that is if M is a midpoint, of a segment, then it bisects the segment, which we know we learned midpoints cut lines into 2 equal parts. So then it bisects the segment. So I did an extra one for you guys because that one can be tricky. M is a midpoint of a segment, then it bisects the segment. Okay, that's all you guys got to do today. Finish this note sheet up. It's kind of like your group work, and then you guys can start getting the bookwork done. Get the bookwork done. You don't have any homework over the weekend, and yeah, and then I will see you guys on Monday.